something. Jesus. Okay.
Join us on iAccess Radio and iAccess Broadcast Network
and watch our weekly podcast live. Streaming live now on iAccess Broadcast Network and iAccess Radio.
FLOWERCHILD, Morgan FLOWERCHILD. We're grinding, we're shining, and in our business, hustle never ends. We're giving you that synergy, lights, camera, action. Give it life, tune in, let's go, let's go. Give it life, give it life, give it life. Life.
Hello, everybody. What is going on, everybody? Hi. Yes,
I know you got a lot.
Huh?
What? Tell me about what you had going on today, because I talked to you briefly, but I know it was crazy even after I got off the phone with you.
Yes. Well, I woke up this morning and I didn't feel too well this morning, but I got myself together
this morning
and I went to a session in Manhattan at a place called Invite Only Studios. So the commercial landed, and then another product took on that commercial. The vocal from that commercial was also two commercials in one. So I went and did another vocal over there this morning. So that was great. So I'm running back and forth running. And then I had another session in New Rochelle. And I just left that session about 30 minutes ago. And I sped home, sped home. And I got here and almost fell up the steps, because I got these heels on my boots and I almost fell up the steps. But I'm here. So it was a great day. I like to move around a lot.
Here.
But I'm here. So
good job.
Good job.
Yay!
Good job. So, yay! So
good job.
So how about you? Let's hear about you, and then we'll hear about what's going on with DJ SUPERSTONE. So what's going on with you? More happened today and over the weekend.
Yeah. So y'all know I wrapped up a ballet film in Greensboro 2 weeks ago. I wrote a ballet film that I directed called Shoes. And then I got booked again for another video, a spoken word video that just released. The premiere just released at 8:00. So go to my Flower page or FLOWERCHILD page and check out the video by the Mad Poet Keith Robinson. Greensboro Community came out. Gene Blackman, Stephen Matthews, Prestige Barber College, Punch for Pound. Just the community came out. It was beautiful. We got some behind the scenes. So it was all love. It was all love. There's a picture when we rapped. I was like, that's a rap and all that. I got to work with awesome videographer Darius Brim, for your videography needs. He is a beast, okay? Everybody that came out, it was just love, and it was love. And I really wanted to show stop the violence, a message through his spoken word. Like the vision came to me as soon as I heard the joint, and I was like, this is what needs to be seen right now, because kids are at home, they're online, it's a pandemic right now, so kids are looking at all of this stuff, and a lot of right now it's hard out here, so our kids be having to lean toward the streets to make money and hustle, but we got to teach them how to use their gifts. We got to teach them how to use their gifts. They can make it using their gifts. You know what I'm saying? If you can write poetry. We don't have to write about killing everybody and shooting and hustle all day. Like, hustle your craft. Hustle the gifts God gave you, you know? Anybody can shoot somebody, you know?
Anybody can do that.
That's what right. And in the midst of all of that, y'all, I had a toothache. I had a toothache that was killing me. When I tell you, I'm on antibiotics and painkillers right now, so I'm probably like I'm a little loopy right now. But I either go to sleep or I'm either like all over the place. And right now I'm just all over the place. So
that's good. Well, I'm glad you're all over the place.
I gotta get a root canal.
Oh, yeah. I just had one of those a couple of months ago.
I gotta get a root canal.
Wow. So I had one of those a couple of months ago, and I was so zooted that I couldn't even find my car. I thought somebody stole my car.
Wow.
So be careful when you go, because they will give you some stuff and you will be like zooted. So I was crying. I was like, where's my car? Somebody took my car, and the damn car was on the next block.
You got to hit the emergency button.
Yo!
My God, God.
That's hilarious.
So, that was crazy. So,
and I would have been that lady in the parking lot. You need to find this point.
But it was found. So let's talk about DJ Superstone and what's going on with you. What happened with you over the weekend? I know there's a couple of things that went on.
Yeah, but everything is cool. I'm taking care of myself, staying healthy, staying out of people's way. Watch the fight. And that's about it.
You watched the fight?
Yeah.
How was it?
It was good, actually.
Ooh.
It was good. In Dallas. It was in Dallas.
Noise.
It was in Dallas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
all right, so staying out of trouble, staying in the house, relaxing.
And it was cold here. It rained.
You said it's cold, right?
Yeah, it rained.
It was cold in New York?
Yeah.
What? It's freezing right now.
It's freezing right now.
Hold on, DJ Superstone.
Yes.
DJ Superstone.
Yes.
Real quick, Jamel, you watch boxing?
No.
Because I just saw you do some boxing moves and it didn't look, I don't know what it was.
Oh, I got them skills though.
Okay.
So let me. I'm gonna light a candle. I'm gonna light a white candle. Actually, before we start, you know, this is for the universe. This is for everybody. It's a white candle. It's very spiritual. This is for health and wealth and good spirit and good energies. And I'm gonna light it right now. Okay. This is for the people that have passed away.
Thank you.
Hold on. Let me do this real fast.
Ashe.
So that's for everybody right there. That is it's so needed, right?
Yes.
But yo, I see Manny, our guests already on. We started so late tonight. You see Manny right there?
Right.
What's going on, Manny? How are you?
I'm well. How y'all doing?
Very good. This is Manny Tartt, the R&B sensation.
Yes,
so you see over there, you see DJ Superstone in the red sweater, in the red sweatshirt. You see my sister, Morgan FLOWERCHILD. And then in the back, you'll see Oz. He's back there. This is Manny Tartt.
Yep.
So we were gonna get into a spill before we have our guests on, but y'all ready just to get into it with Manny?
We can go.
Let's go. So Manny, thank you so much for coming on and sharing your presence with us.
To be here.
Thank you. And I know you're called the R&B sensation.
Uh-huh.
Manny had a deal back in the day as a child, so he's been doing this for a long time.
Okay.
So can you just tell us how long ago you had the deal and what label it was with?
So I've basically been recording almost about 20 years, maybe. About 20 years. I'm 30 now, and I started out at maybe like about 10 years old. My father, he plays like 5-6 instruments. My mother, she was an R&B artist at one time. Well,
okay. Uh-oh. We there still, everybody?
I am.
Okay, I see you, Len.
There was a lot of backup.
Yeah. Is somebody listening to something in the background?
Not me.
Nobody? Okay. So Manny, you back?
Yeah, you hear me?
Okay, yes. Yeah. You can continue talking. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I have 5 siblings. My sister right under me, she sings. And my youngest sister, she sings as well. And basically it runs in the family. So my father, he was the guy who molded me and got me into the music. And by 12 years old, I had a situation on the table with Virgin Records. And I was affiliated with a couple of guys from Rough Riders, and they're the ones who got me the deal established with Virgin Records. And due to circumstances, business wasn't going right. My father was very overprotective, and he found something that he didn't like. You know what I mean? Like one of the guys we was dealing with, I don't want to say his name, but he basically had forged me and my father's name on paperwork.
Wow.
And, my father was like very upset, and he's a head case, so he went straight to the head of the label. At the time, it was his name was Big John.
Okay.
He was the president of the label at the time. And my pops went straight to him like, yo, I want to take him out and try to put my peoples in. And Big John wasn't with that. He was like, listen, y'all got some crazy stuff going on. Like, I'm going to have to let y'all go.
Wow. So you had the deal on the table, but your father was not feeling it because they was fraudulent. Everything was fraudulent.
Yeah.
And I think that's insane that people try to take advantage of people in the business, thinking that you have no idea what's going on. But obviously your dad was smarter than that, right?
Yeah. So it was a demo deal actually with through DreamWorks.
Okay.
And, I have the paperwork somewhere where I still have the signature for the demo deal to do my project. So we did the project, but I believe basically he forged our name and he pocketed whatever leftover money there was for the project. And that's when I was working with Big Draws at the time as well.
Okay.
And not even knowing Trey Songz was involved with a couple songs that I did.
I remember that. That too.
I didn't even know that. I literally just found that out maybe like 2-3 years ago. I was like, wow, that's crazy. Like,
isn't that insane?
Yeah.
It
was in like 2002. So Trey Songz wasn't even out yet.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
I think he was working with Troy Taylor and stuff at that time.
Right.
Still trying to do it for the demo.
He was living in Jersey, I believe.
He was.
Yeah.
And T-Neck. That's very true.
Yeah,
so Manny, it's just intriguing to me, that you had it, you were about to attack that deal, so talented. I mean, can we put up the picture of Manny, the album cover? Look at that. Is that the cutest thing ever? So his album is called Back in My Moment.
Element.
Oh shoot! Oh sorry, my eyes, Lord. So Back in My Element, and I think that's a beautiful thing because you're bringing it full circle. 33 records. I mean, come on, 33 tracks.
No.
Album?
21.
21. Where did I get 33? So 21 is even a feat because albums these days are like 10 songs.
Somebody told me I got a Chris Brown album.
you got a volume. You got a volume here. So I want to congratulate you on that. I want to congratulate you for sticking in here. And you saying back in my element. You back in your element. And I think it's such a beautiful thing. These songs are incredible, by the way.
I appreciate it.
I want to see if we can play that video Dior. Yo, his record Dior is so dope. And when I heard this record, I texted him and I said, that's a hit. Did I not?
Absolutely.
That's a hit. If we can get Dior up, that'd be amazing.
Amazing.
Yeah. Aye. I'm telling you. You know I'm dripping in Dior. Shorty over there, I'm trying to score. You know I'm dripping in Dior. Shorty over there, I'm trying to score. You know I'm dripping in Dior. Shorty over there, I'm trying to score. You know I'm dripping in Dior. Shorty over there, I'm trying to score. I'ma put you in my pocket like my Louis wallet. What you wanna copy, girl, you know I got it. All I rock is fly shit, only rock designer. Haters, they could pop shit, but they don't want no drama. You can find me in New York. Damn right, I'm that nigga, fuck you thought. Oh, you can find me in New York. Damn right, I'm that nigga, fuck you thought. You know I'm dripping in Dior. Shorty over there, I'm tryna score. You know I'm dripping in Dior. Shorty over there, I'm tryna score. You know I'm dripping in Dior. Shorty over there, I'm tryna score. You know I'm dripping in Dior. Shorty over there, I'm tryna score. Come fuck with me, girl, I could change your life, babe. Goddamn, you bad, I just might make you my wife, yeah. Trippin' in Dior, ballin' is my sport. Come step up on this court, I promise I'ma score. You can find me in New York. Damn right, I'm that nigga, fuck you thought. Oh, you can find me in New York. Damn right, I'm that nigga, fuck you thought. You know I'm drippin' in Dior. Shorty over there, I'm tryna score. You know I'm drippin' in Dior. Shorty over there, I'm tryna score. You know I'm drippin' in Dior. Shorty over there, I'm tryna score. You know I'm drippin' in Dior. Shorty over there, I'm tryna score.
That right there needs an applause.
I like that.
No, I love that record so much.
I appreciate that. That was dope how y'all did that. I don't know how y'all did that, but that was dope.
What's that?
Play the video on the screen like that. That's dope.
That's Oz. He's over there at iaccessradio.com. He's over there at the station, actually. So he rocks all of this stuff.
That's dope.
Very professional. He very on point, you know. So, that video is so dope. And you got product placement with that joint. Dior. You got to send that record to Dior.
Oh yeah, you was telling me that.
Product placement.
You was telling
I'm
me
telling
that.
you. Dior. I'm saying they might put that right on the end of a commercial or something.
Yeah, you
Why
right.
not?
You right.
But yo, your melodies, you write all of these records, correct?
Absolutely.
Your melodies are so dope to me. It's like it's ear candy. You know.
Y'all want to hear something funny though? Y'all want to hear something funny about this record?
What?
I might have told you, man. I'm not sure if I did, but
okay.
I was taking a number 2 at 5 a.m. when I wrote this record.
Are you serious? That's hilarious.
5 a.m. getting ready for work. I swear.
Really? Really? That's crazy. That's the best times though. When you doing some awkward shit. Well,
two of my
literally.
favorite songs. 2 of one of my favorite songs. This included. I wrote taking a number 2. I swear. Wow. Crazy.
Wow.
So that's your relaxation, obviously. Yo, that's so funny that you brought that up. But you know what? That's real.
Yeah.
Like
that's
when you're
real.
an artist, man, like
you
create in the most awkward times. Like I write music on the train. Like sometimes I may like have a melody in the shower, and I listen to like a lot of like podcasts and stuff while I'm showering or whatnot. So I'll have my phone in the bathroom. So if I have a melody or anything, I would voice record it while I'm in the shower. Like, nah, I can't lose this. Like,
that's good. You don't never want to lose the hottest melody. You never want to lose it. Because it can happen, and then you'd be like, damn, what was that melody? It's gone. So record it wherever you at. So that's great. No, Dior, that's a dope record. And you're doing so many things. I mean, you have a business. Can we see your hat?
Oh yeah. So
Manny has his own company business, and he's selling this headwear, right? And what does it say?
Merch, yeah.
What is it saying?
Money talks.
Money talks.
He talks.
And that's MT, like Manny Tartt.
Yep, and it also stands for Manny Tartt. So the MT is Manny Tartt, and I basically wanted to make it universal so that it won't, most people do the typical and have like fan merch and for their name, and I'm looking at myself from a supporter or a viewer, like, do I really just want to wear like a hat or a shirt with an artist's name on it? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you have to be like a real big fan to just want to wear, a shirt with somebody's name on it. So I'm like, you know what? Let me try to be creative, and everybody feel like money talks. That's an old school slogan. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
money talks. So let's
stand for my initials. So I ran with it.
Correct. And guess what? Morgan is my sister, and my first name is Tara. So MT, that's our, me and Morgan. Yay! So that's dope. So that's really dope. Oh, really, Morgan? Okay. So, but where can we get this hat? Where can we order this hat from?
So as of now, like I haven't put them online yet. So I actually like I haven't like tried to get it to too many people like out of the state. I have like friends or family out the state, so I just literally go to the post office and mail it to them.
Okay.
But as far as New York goes, because that's where I'm at, I just drive to everybody who want them. Like, like I drive to them. They want a hat, like
I love that.
I have to get them definitely online and figure that stuff out. But I'm juggling so many things at once by myself. I haven't really got to it. Like, I have a full career job as well. So between that, doing the music and stocks and all the other stuff I'm doing now, it's just like it'd be overwhelming at times. So I haven't really got the time to figure out how to get the brand online and sell it online.
Well, call Jamel. How about that?
Yeah, so
call Jamel and let's set it up. I have a tea. I got, you need your website and everything.
Nah, definitely.
So speaking of money talks, Manny dabbles in stocks, everybody. So I think that's very intriguing. Yeah. He's a young guy. He's doing in stocks, music. He has his own business. I think it's awesome. So could you tell us what the best stocks are to kind of get into or put our monies into?
Well, so I don't like to just tell people what stocks to get into. I definitely like to if you don't know anything about it, I like to give a little insight on it, because especially for our culture, it's not common. And
Right.
but it's really it's really where we all need to be. I tell you no lies. It's most people have savings accounts, etc., things of that nature, and leaving your money in a savings account, you're not making no money from that. You know what I mean? So it's always good to have it's always good to have emergency money to get to at all times. But what I've learned through this pandemic is why I'm so deeply into the stock market now is that you can easily make anywhere from 5 to 1,000% gains on top of your money every year. You know what I mean? It's just about having the knowledge and knowing how to navigate the market and studying and the technical analysis, etc. And I studied 6-7 hours a day. I wake up and sleep the stock market now. Soon as I wake up, as I'm getting ready for work, I leave my channel on CNBC News. I have all of the apps in my phone and watching my stocks every day. And it's it became so addictive, and it's real because I'm seeing the progress overnight. You know what I mean? I'm just wow,
amazing.
I'm giving myself 2 to 3 years to become a legitimate millionaire from the stock market.
Okay. That's what I like to hear, Manny.
So it's to the point where I'm of course, music is my love, my first dream of becoming successful with, but it's I feel relieved now because it's I really found something where I can really become a millionaire from legit, and it's not a dream. This is factual.
It's feasible. So it's right there at your fingers, at your fingertips.
100%. 100%. And it's so crazy that you can start with something as little as $5,000, and between now and 5 years, you would legitimately be a millionaire off of that $5,000 alone, if you know how to invest that money into the right companies and stocks. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Are you doing it through a 401 or are you doing independent?
So I have a Roth IRA, and I also have an individual account.
Mm-hmm.
And so what I did was I took all my money out of my job's 401k, because from all of the knowledge I've gained, I realized that you only make 3 to 6% from leaving your money in a 401k that is controlled by your company you work for. Mm-hmm. But like I said, so me personally, I trade only options as of right now, because I have a mentor, this guy named Mark Monroe, which from that paper or that sheet that right there, these are all basically the top stocks from my mentor that I study from, and his name is Mark Monroe. This dude is amazing, man. He's an entrepreneur, 35 years old. He's a multimillionaire. This dude's incredible, and
wow,
he's an option trader. So he basically gives all the information out for free, and he's not charging. The dude is so wealthy. He's listen, I'm so wealthy, I just want all my black folks to win. This, you know what I mean?
How dope is that?
He's I'm just I'm doing all of the research for you guys, and I'm picking the best companies that I feel that you guys should put your money in. And I promise you, with the way that he trades, you would make 500% minimum gains every year on top of your money. And I'm already witnessing it myself, so that's how I know it's legit.
Okay, well you already know. I'm gonna call you and talk to you about this. I need to be put on, Manny. Okay.
So, you know how I am, man. I'm more about the hustle, but this right here is the realest way to because you got to think about it. I don't know if you guys are into the stock market, but you can look up anything you want to know as far as the history of the stock movement, etc. If you're investing in a great company that basically gains revenue every year, then you know that you're going to gain revenue every year investing in them.
Correct.
And
Correct. Makes sense.
So, for example, a company like Apple is up like 80% this year. So if you would have put money in Apple a year ago, let's say you put $5,000 in Apple, you would have made 80% more on top of that 5,000 right now. And that's just investing in the stock. But like I said, I invest in stock options, which is like a whole different ball game. It's like stocks on steroids. You know what I mean?
Wow.
And like I said, you can make the minimum of 500% returns on your money every year trading options. And this is factual. Like,
okay,
I have companies right now where I'm up maybe 150% profit already. Like, and like it's insane. Like, I'm just like, wow. Like, and it depending on how you trade, like you can do short-term option plays or you could do long-term. And the closer you do your option trades is basically high risk, high reward. But the way this guy teaches you to invest is to do long-term because that's the safest way.
Doesn't that make sense though, to do long-term?
Risk. Yes.
Correct.
Absolutely.
Correct.
But me, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of got some plays right now where it's short term, but I have high hopes that within this next week or two I can make a good 300-400% profit on a nice amount of money. Like, and I think I have like 20,000 in this call right now, so y'all pray for me.
Okay, we praying for you, Manny. Though I want to thank you so much.
What I'm doing, basically, what I'm doing is I'm basically like kind of gambling, but like due to my research, I believe that I'm gonna do well. But if I happen to lose a certain amount of money, I'll just pull out and then just go back to putting that money into long term. But
you're like, yo, I'm rolling the dice. I'm taking these kids. Yo, I'm right.
Due to the holiday season, so.
Okay.
So a lot of companies you can invest in due to the season, certain seasons. So I'm investing in Best Buy right now because Best Buy is one of the stock picks from that list, and they're a great company. I've done the research on them, etc. And if I don't know if y'all know, but Black Friday, like the online sales exploded. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So Best Buy took a major hit as far as the stock in the last few weeks. And I noticed it. So I'm like, hold on. Christmas is coming up. This thing got to go back up real soon.
Right.
So I put 20,000 in the call.
Okay.
For January 15th of 2021. And it's so crazy that every dollar or two the stock goes up, I will make like 30%, 40% profit on my money.
Okay.
So let's say right now Best Buy is like maybe $105. And their 52-week high is $125. So if that happens to run back up to $125, I'm gonna make a lot of money.
Yo, you're gonna be cheesing ear to ear, right?
I'm gonna make a lot of money. Like, so
let's put it out there. Let's give Manny some good luck on that and some good energy so he can make that money. Yeah. So thank you so much, Manny. Thank you so much for coming on and giving us those jewels. Thank you so much for that.
100%,
and I'm going to be definitely talking to you about it more to get some more nuggets from you. And we want to play another one of your records. And funny that it's called 100 Proof. You know what I mean? Very dope. So let's listen to 100 Proof. It is fire as well. And I want to thank you so much, Manny, for coming on. Everybody go and grab the album. It's called...
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
Back in My Element, correct?
My Element, yep.
Yes, let's 100%. Listen to this. Let's get this video.
Y'all know how we do. Yeah, always keep it true, 100 proof. Yeah, wave surfing like we on the cruise. Yeah, bottle after bottle, lot of juice. Y'all know how we do. Yeah, y'all know how we do. Yeah, always keep it true, 100 proof. Yeah, home. I play the field, nigga. Get it on my own, don't miss a meal, nigga. Yeah, shoot for fun, we shooting movies. Ready or not, like Lauren in the Fugees, yeah. I'm in my zone, running like I'm 2-3. Couple bad bitches with me, bout 2-3, yeah. Sipping Douce, told them bitches make it juicy. Know I got a couple options, backers can't be choosy. Whole game dripping, looking like we own, yeah. Niggas looking bad, I could put you on, yeah. Yeah, we on our way up. I make it look too easy like a layup. Yeah, always keep it true, 100 proof. Yeah, wave surfing like we on the cruise. Yeah. Bottle after bottle, lot of juice. Y'all know how we do, y'all know how we do. Yeah, always keep it true, 100 proof. Yeah, wave surfing like we on the cruise. Yeah. Bottle after bottle, lot of juice. Y'all know how we do, y'all know how we do. So icy, signing checks like Nike. Designer shoes, designer frames on me, kinda pricey. Oh, you don't like me? It's cool, I fuck your wifey. Blow me in my new whip, same color as Cool Whip. Niggas mad at me cause I get that big bag. Why they big mad? Cause my swag on split splash. Look at the drip, Aquafina on my wrist, nigga. They tried to play me, now I'm ballin', that's a switch, nigga. Whole game drippin', looking like we own, yeah. Niggas looking bad, I could put you on, yeah. Yeah, we on our way up. I make it look too easy like a layup. Yeah, always keep it true, 100 proof. Yeah, wave surfing like we on the cruise. Yeah. Bottle after bottle, lot of juice. Y'all know how we do, y'all know how we do. Yeah, always keep it true, 100 proof. Yeah, wave surfing like we on the cruise. Yeah. Bottle after bottle, lot of juice. Y'all know how we do, y'all know how we do.
Fire! Thank you so much, Manny. Yo, these records is so fire. I can listen to your records like I could be like, it's like a traveling record. Like I could be in my car, like listening to your records.
I appreciate it.
They smooth. You always got the crazy. Oh.
Yeah.
They so good.
Do they know that you wrote some records for me?
No, but I maybe one day I'll play the record 6 Feet Under.
That's legendary.
I'm gonna play that live because I love that record. You killed that record too.
That's legendary.
You killed it. Yes. So we want to thank you so much, Manny, for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Thank
I appreciate
you so much.
it.
We gotta have a part 2 with you.
Say that again.
We gotta have a part 2 with you.
Oh, absolutely. Whenever. Let me know. I'm here.
All right. So we will see you. We will see you later, and I'll be looking for the album. I'm gonna buy it.
Appreciate it. Thanks a lot, Mel.
Hello.
Nice meeting you.
Hello.
Nice meeting you.
Good meeting you.
Likewise. Thank you.
Absolutely. Are we here still, guys?
Yeah.
Hey! So that was so dope, yo.
What is the noise? Can y'all help me?
I don't know what kind of noise you had going on there, but it sounded, I don't know what it was. Oz was like, can you get rid of that damn noise in the background? You know. And then where did she go? She disappeared.
Like Space Ghost today.
Do you hear anything now?
No.
It was the air.
Well, you have your air conditioner on. It's cold.
I mean, my heat. I got my heat on 80.
That's crazy. You're going to shrivel up like a raisin.
I be
So
done
I want to thank Manny Tartt for coming on. I thank him so much for all that info and that knowledge. So thank you so much. So let's get into our topic. What's our topic for tonight? Generational wealth. Can y'all get into the generational wealth?
Generational wealth, honey. I wanted to talk about generational wealth, honey, because I am so tired. I'm tired of my people. Okay. I say my people as in Black people, why do we talk about struggle? Get it out the mud. The only way to be successful is to struggle through, you know what I'm saying, whatever it is that you're trying to do. But we also preach in generational wealth, but we also like, oh, Cardi B got it out the mud. Oh, this person got it out the mud. They had to hustle. They had to be, homeless to get to where they are.
Right.
Why can't Black kids be spoiled per se? Spoiled like other cultures where we build a business and we give it to our children.
Okay.
Why does everything have to be so, oh, she didn't struggle for what she has, or you got to struggle to get this and get that? It's like we bandwagon everything. Why do we bandwagon the struggle? You know what I'm saying? Why do we bandwagon generational wealth? Now we bandwagon generational wealth when why can't we build businesses for our children or even the village? I have a ton of mentees that I'm like, yo, this is how you make money. This is how you start a business. This is how you They shouldn't be even though they're not my children, I feel like I think our kids need to be spoiled a little bit when we say spoiled. And then people look down at the word spoiled when somebody says, oh, y'all spoiled because your parents gave y'all this and gave y'all that, And it's like, why do we have to have that mentality? Like, Black people can't give our kids the deeds to houses, the keys to businesses, the money that was left over from businesses. Our people are not starting businesses, so then the kids are left with nothing, and then we go to the streets and we hustle and we do all this other stuff to get money because it's cool to struggle.
Right.
I know.
How you feel about that, Superstone?
It's all ego based, where people don't appreciate having the silver spoon because it's looked at as, oh, I didn't deserve it, and now that I got it, it's like, oh, it doesn't feel the same. I gotta show off that I did it by myself and I didn't have any seed money.
Right. Right.
Wow.
And it's a shame.
I think it's a shame as well.
I used to hate that. I used to hate that people used to say that me, my brother, and my sister was spoiled. My parents were in the music industry. We were talented kids. Right. And we're helping our parents make money we're all working as a family when we, go out to perform somewhere or, the chores we did, that's work. That's helping your parents build their empire. I'm not saying, that we got it like that, but it got to a point where even though I was struggling, like when I went on tour and I moved to Atlanta and I didn't have anything because I was in a relationship where somebody stole a lot from me. Wow. I knew my parents had a big house that I could go to. Did I have to sleep in my car? No. It was a choice. It was a choice because I still feel like I'm a grown woman. This is my process. This is what I want to do. But we should give our kids choices to, you can come back home. No, I don't want to. I want to go through this process on my own right now. Right. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm in a position where drive comes from the family. You do what you see. Yes, Lori.
That's right, Lori. Cousin Lori.
Cousin Lori. Yeah, all things.
Exactly. She's right.
I just feel like me not having children, I don't have children. So when I see kids and they keep saying like, oh, my parents don't do this and that for me. I gotta do this. It's like, come over here. Let me show you how to make money. Let me show you how to use your gifts. Let me show you. So through Flower Child Productions Incorporated, my business, my nonprofit organization, I'm showing teens who have gifts how to make that money, because if their parents didn't get that, they're not gonna know either. And they're correct. got to struggle. I have to struggle.
Right.
I have to get out the mud. Because that's what hip hop teaches us too. Hip hop is teaching us we got to get it out the mud. Why?
Because that's the agenda. They have to put that.
I was trying to read what people were saying, but Frank said facts, and then Lori's saying your family is still working, and they gave you the drive to do the same.
Yes. Yes.
And she said, MP spoke the truth. We have to learn to invest our money so that we have something to pass down.
Correct.
That's really, I mean, me right now, I mean, my child is a cat. So I don't know what the hell I'm going to pass.
You and Oprah.
I don't know what I'm going to pass down.
But the beauty, Jamel, about you and I is that we have students. We leave our legacy with them.
Right.
So therefore, the knowledge that we're sowing into our students, they're going to take that, and that is generational wealth. Mm-hmm. That is legacy. That is knowledge that we're giving them to make money.
You're passing it down.
That's correct. True. They are our children.
That's awesome. And you know how mom and dad, you know, it's like they bought me my first car. They bought the townhouse for me and all of that kind of stuff. I mean, they did lots of things for us, man. And they're always there for us. Too many Black men are creating children, and young Black ladies are involved in non-committing marriage relationships. And this put babies in poverty life to where young Black men being killed, jail, and just making babies, no stability for kids or young Black women.
You better say that.
Wow.
Jizzo, you better speak right now. Because that is what's happening in the Black community. That's what I see in the Black community is that you lay up with somebody, you end up not building an empire or a business with whoever you're with and had children with. So now your kids are in poverty. Right. And it's not fair because now that the rappers have to say, yo, got it out the mud, you know what I'm saying? Started from the bottom, now we here. It's great to start from the bottom, yes. It's great to start from the bottom. Because that's your push. But what happens when you realize, okay, I'm not getting nowhere because I don't have my parents' support. I don't have the backing. I don't have, and then we look at white kids and be like spoiled, privileged. We can be privileged. We're just not teaching our kids how to be have that privileged mindset and to do the same for their kids.
Right, but it's generational. That's where the generational word comes from. It's generational. So if your parents or your parents' parents did not teach this, then it's not going to be taught. But at that point, the cycle must change.
The cycle must change.
And Lori said,
most kids nowadays don't have that drive. DRIVE. I love that word, drive. The parents from the 80s and 90s aren't teaching drive. They're looking for sugar daddies and mamas. Oh, somebody give me a drink.
Lori, yes, girl. Lori's giving the nuggets tonight. She's giving the nuggets.
So and Jay came up in here preaching a whole sermon.
So what could you share, Superstone? What could you share for these people to turn this around?
You gotta express to your younger children, either your children, your aunts, nieces, nephews, financial freedom, and not work for someone, and to actually put a plan forward and implement 5 years. Where do you see yourself and hold yourself accountable for?
I love that. I love that so much.
Love it.
I love it.
Accountability.
Give yourself a timeline. Give yourself a timeline.
And keep on it. And once your 5 years is almost up, work on the next 5.
Correct. I feel that. I love
it.
Stop
moving. We never stop moving.
Exactly.
Right. You know what I would love, Superstone? I would love to see, like a lot of black men say like I'm intimidating. That's why they don't try to holler at me, because I'm ambitious, I'm independent, I'm this, I'm that. Guess what? If a man walks up to me and say, hey, let me teach you about stocks. Let me teach you about this investment. Morgan, sit down. Let me show you something. Morgan, sit down. Be quiet for a second. Let me show you this.
Hey, shut up for a second and let me teach you something.
Right.
I'm going to sit down and listen to that black man, but they not stepping up and teaching our kids no generation. I'm not saying everybody, but it's lacking. It's lacking. Because that's why black women are like, gotta go to work. I gotta go do this. I gotta go do that. Gotta go get my nails done. Gotta get my hair done by myself. Because men are afraid to go learn something and come back and teach the black woman. Daddy did that for mommy, Tara.
And remember? And mommy did it for daddy. Both.
And because daddy went to a business college and taught mommy a lot about business. And then she went to IBM and AT&T and beasted in there.
Let me tell you guys, my dad was a tax accountant for IBM for 30 plus years. My mom was financial services with Saudi Arabia, AT&T for 30 years. So they've been doing their thing business-wise for years, And I want to say hi. I want to say hi to Cynthia, to Lori. I want to say hi to Belle Hatchet. I want to say hi to Belle. I think I saw her.
Belle was here.
Yeah.
Make your timeline real.
Lori said, make your timeline real. So going back to what you're saying, so make your timeline real. Objectives need to be obtainable.
Right.
Correct.
That's no right. doubt. So yeah.
No doubt.
So
I love it.
Generational wealth at the end of the day. I think it's a beautiful thing if like you said, if it's attainable.
Right.
Right.
And you know what? And because this is the artist platform, I only speak from my experience. Being a theater educator for 17 years, I have students come to me and they say, I saw your YouTube channel. I found you on Instagram. You have a business and you teach us? And I'm like, yes, I do. Can you teach me how to do play, how to direct? Can you show me? And I take those students under my wing because they are just hungry for the knowledge.
They're hungry.
When I have to pick them up on the weekends and take them for ice cream or whatever, and I meet their parents, I say, okay, now I understand. They're not getting it at home.
Correct.
I love those parents that say, here, take my baby and teach them.
Yes.
There are some parents that be like, what? You doing what with him? You doing what with her? She got stuff to do. No, she need to clean her room. When parents those are
the parents that don't get it. Okay?
At all. And it's horrible.
It is.
It's bad. Because it takes a village. It takes a village, y'all. And it's hard out here, but be open to letting your child get a mentor, letting your child have somebody to show them the way.
Right.
Ain't nobody trying to be your child's parent. We just
We're just trying to help them on their journey to get through their life.
Right. My parents, even though they had 3, they sold into other people. They sold into other people's businesses. Dana was in our life, right, Tara? Working with mommy at AT&T.
Correct.
I remember mommy helped. Valerie was always at the house. Cousin Tanya was always with us, babysitting us. I'm sure she learned things too. Keith, like our big cousin Keith was always around. I'm sure he learned from daddy. It's a lot of stuff that you get. I learned so much from Aunt Didi and Aunt Babe. It's ridiculous. When mommy let me go to Aunt Didi and Aunt Babe's house, I learned so much about what they did for a living.
Right.
So it's amazing, like how the village. You got to let your kids like really, really find those mentors and say, if you can't do it for your child, say, hey, I saw this Google account or this Google story about stocks. look into this. Let your kids audition for things, you know.
Yeah, Morgan, read Benita Morgan's comment.
Benita Morgan said, I have a nonprofit in Greensboro helping prevent teen pregnancy. And let me tell you, these teens appreciate it in the long run. Yes, that's Benita, amazing. That's amazing that you are doing that. And I need to get with you, Benita, because one of my films highlights teen pregnancy. So I would definitely want to get that to you. Might be something you can utilize for your nonprofit. Beautiful.
That is awesome.
We have programs out there, y'all. We have programs that really want to sow into our youth, especially our Black youth. You just got to do the work. And
that's the thing. It's there for you. It's there for us. But the whole thing is, so many people have blinders on.
Right.
Yes.
Why? You know, you have so many things and so many varieties of places that can help your kid, but they kind of suppress it for some reason. I don't even understand. Like, even when I was talking about the music, you know, the music programs and stuff, some parents told their kids out, you know, and it's like, what? It's like, this is what your kid loves. This is your kid can sit here and learn from professionals that have done this in the business, and you don't just pull them out of there.
Correct. And Lori said kids are not being encouraged. We had different mentors growing up. The Boys and Girls Club, church, Girl and Boy Scouts, in addition to family. Y'all, my Girl Scout leader was a white lady with red hair. She used to wake us up in the morning. Good morning, campers. And when I tell you, like, culturally, I needed to be around her. I needed to be around her. She was different than my mother and my aunts and my grandma. She was this white woman who was so jolly and happy all the time. I was like, yo, she bugging. Like, it made me who I am today. Being around her. She taught me how to cook out in the wild. She taught me how to sell cookies. She taught me how to cook.
Wow.
Like,
how amazing is that, though?
It's crazy. I love it, though.
Give people that chance. Like, Miss Feller was my music teacher. You know, She was Jewish lady from, you know, Midtown Manhattan. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, you were so wonderful, and you know what I mean? It's like I needed that, and then you see this little Jewish lady praising me,
and she loved you. She still does
to this day. To this day,
amazing.
Today I go to her house on 76 in Manhattan. Just amazing. So Cynthia says some kids are just lost, period. No respect for themselves or adults. Really?
Wow. That's true too.
Wow.
Kids are lost and they don't have respect for adults to even sit down and be listening to somebody. Some of them.
Right.
And that's you got to find something to interest them. Like I told, who did I tell recently? I said, if I have a child and they just don't dance, they don't do nothing artistic, and they're into science, I'm gonna find somebody who's a scientist to help my child flourish.
Correct.
I ain't no science person.
Give them the feed them what they love.
Right.
Can you read Jay Bossman?
Bossman Jizzo said 95% young ladies are living Section 8 apartment or with parents with 3 kids. The other 5% are in college, armed services. A Black man or young lady should be with someone goal-minded, God-fearing, and someone who knows how to be a protector, provider, and planner. It's time young women know their worth and find a guy who knows how to change tires, do plumbing, build houses, work in gardens, instead of knowing how to smoke blunts and eat and make babies.
Wow.
And if we finish on that note, I'm good. That's a whole nother show.
That's a whole nother show. We need to talk about that one day, Lord.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's right. He's giving us some nuggets, and I really, really appreciate Jay Dizzo. I appreciate that. And it is truth. It is truth. I'm not gonna say all. I'm not gonna say all, but most.
Some. Yeah.
Some. So my mother exposed us to all cultures. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. She always said there are other people in the world we need to learn from. That's correct, Lori. Aunt Eunice was a beast. Aunt Eunice was an intellect, okay? And she taught her children well. They are very cultured. Respect is taught that comes from home. That's correct.
From home. Yes.
Wow.
This
So
is so good.
Awesome conversation, guys. Awesome conversation. Do y'all want to get in? Do y'all want to get into some music? We only have 3 minutes.
We have 3 minutes. I'm
10:15. We're off.
Oh.
Okay, real quick. Benita said, amen. It's a different time now. We did on-site college admission, and now with COVID, kids with COVID, kids don't even know which way to turn. Woo, that's a whole nother conversation. Virtual learning, child.
That is so true.
They don't know which way to turn. And I believe the children are the future.
Are we off the air? Oh, we're here.
Teach them well and let them lead the way. What they gonna lead?
I believe in our future.
They can't lead nothing right now.
Hey, Colin. Hey, Papi Chulo, Luis.
It's not Colin. It's Cologne.
I thought it was Colin. That's Papi Chulo, Superstone.
Papi Chulo,
love y'all. Love you too. I'm sorry, Colin. I'm sorry.
And you still saying it.
Luis Colon. And we probably saying that shit all wrong.
Right.
Colon Colon.
So y'all want to play a record? Get a little movement going on to, take us out. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Please go to iaccessradio.com and subscribe. Please go and click subscribe. And click subscribe.
Oh,
iaccessradio.com.
You know that up. Yes, Jay.
Wow. Thank you. Go and subscribe. iaccessradio.com.
I need a Brooklyn bass party.